Harlem! We are making history today. We are all joined together in support of our candidate for the New York State Assembly, Jordan Wright. Never before have we seen the likes of Inez Dickens, Brad Lander, Charlie Rango, Mark Levine. We're good. Cordell Clear, Alex Boris, Londell Davis, Alyah Hordford. We're all coming together for Jordan Wright. Let me give you a brief family history. You all want to know where this dude came from? Don't forget Tish. I can't forget this. She's on Stars, the build-up. Jordan's Jordan's great-grandparents were public servants. His grandfather on his mother's side played the saxophone with Dizzy Gillespie for 25 years. His grandmother on his mother's side was the chief executive assistant to Thurgood Marshall. His grandmother, my mother, was the principal of PS 197. His grandfather, my father, was a lawyer and a judge here in this community. They call him Turn 'em Loose Bruce. His father, me, served this community for 24 years in the New York State Assembly. I say that to say this dude's got public service in his blood. His mother Susan is here. Where's Susan? Honey, where are you? Honey, where are you? Where are you, girl? Talking to a voter, we're gonna let her go. We're gonna let her go. So he's got public service in his blood. I can't help it if he went with me everywhere when I was in office. But he wants to serve. Here's Susan. Here's the star of the show. He gets all of his good qualities from her. So we are gathered here today for a man that wishes to serve. He's been on his community board. He serves as the chief of staff for our history maker, council member, Yusef Salaam. I saw Yusef here a little while ago. So I'm going to shut up in a minute, and we have Ishmael, who's going to take over. But needless to say, a reporter called me the other day, and he asked me, "Are you supporting your son?" And I said, it would be a story if I was not supporting my son. But we are trying to create a new dynamic here in Harlem. We have to go younger. We have to go younger so people can build up seniority. We have to go people with energy. Certainly we want to send our best and the brightest. I was in Albany for 24 years. I think I know what it takes in order to deliver to this community. It takes intellect, it takes conviction, it takes passion, and it takes energy. And not just because he's my son. I know this guy. Harlem, you know this guy. You know his heart. You know his soul. You know what it takes. I give to you, Kyle Ishmael, our MC.
Let's go, Kyle.
But let's go, Jordan J.G. Wright. One more. Yo, what's going on, Harlem? So you see what's going on today. We have our One Harlem Rally with Tish. Let's hear it for Tish. Let's hear it for Tish. Team Wright. Team Wright. Team James. Team James. That's what I'm talking about.
right, so it is a one Harlem rally, which means that we got the one Harlem rally slate. All right? That's true to JG, right? And that's also Londell Davis Jr. for State Committee. We also got Alyah Hordford-Sidberry. And this slate is supported. We got Harlem State Senator Cordell Clear. We got Assemblyman Al Taylor, who just rolled through. We got all our district leaders. We got the West Side. We got Northern Harlem, Southern Harlem, East Harlem. We are one Harlem united for this one Harlem slate, headlined by our Assembly candidate, Jordan J.G. Wright. And again, this one Harlem slate is supported by those in leadership. We have on this truck right now supporting this slate our very own Comptroller. And from a neighboring district, he knows how important it is to have important allies in government. We have Assemblyman Alex Boris.
Yeah.
And we're making sure that we are getting out the vote. So, today is Saturday. We got water, we got ice cream. We're trying to beat the heat. Why? Because it's important to make sure that people know you gotta come out and vote. The polls are open. They've been open since last week. They'll be open through today until 5. Open 9 to 5 tomorrow on Sunday. Take a little break on Monday. Get our stuff together, get a little organized, right? And then on Tuesday, we are out here in these streets, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday is your last chance to vote. So vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
It does.
We are fighting for the right to maintain our ability to vote every single day. Headlined by our fearless leader, Attorney General Tish, who's protecting our democracy from the state level. We have great state legislators who are ensuring that we are passing election protection, ballot measures and laws every single year, so that we can protect the right to vote in this state and in this city, and make sure that black and brown people are never disenfranchised. Am I right?
You're right. Yeah.
So support the one Harlem ticket. Support the one Harlem ticket that's going to strengthen our democracy under the leadership of our fearless Attorney General, of our state senator, and our new incoming, soon to be elected, as long as we all go out and vote, Assembly Member Jordan J.G. Wright.
Harlem, how we doing today? Thank
right.
you so much, everyone, for being out here. Thank you, Attorney General James. It means the world to me. Love you more. Our first conversation, I don't know if you remember, I was a high schooler at the Fred Sam Democratic Club. And that was one of the first engagements that I had in terms of policy, actually. And what it's like to be an elected official, what it's like to talk to people, talk through something, and come to a happy medium resolution. I won't say what it was, but we'll talk about it later. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it means a lot to me to have you here right now. Anyway, So, thank you so much, everyone, for coming here today. It really means a lot to me. It's my honor to be able to hopefully have the honor to go to Albany to fight for more affordable housing for Harlemites. Economic and workforce development, make sure that we all have jobs, young and old. Everyone needs to work, everyone has to work, and that's what we're going to do in our community. And youth services, we have young kids, 6 and 7 years old, being recruited to gangs by 16 and 17-year-olds at the very school my grandmother used to work at that my father spoke about, PS 197. And the only way to do that is together with unity as one Harlem. So I want to thank my state senator, Cordell Clear, for being here as well from the very beginning. I want to thank my council member, Yusef Salaam, for being here from the very beginning. Thank you so much, Alex Boris. Look forward to playing some basketball with you every Tuesday. Let's get that done. My Comptroller, Brad Lander, thank you so much. I appreciate you and all the hard work. Thank you so much to my whole team. Please make sure you also go out and vote for our state, for the local, everyone, Alyah Hordford-Sidberry, Londell Davis for state committee. And also, thank you to my public advocate, Jumani Williams, for endorsing me as well at NAN last week, Saturday. And we got more to do. This is not a victory rally. We got to do work. We got to be out here still knocking on the doors, calling people, talking to people. So thank you so much for all the time. Without further ado, I'm going to pass it to my wonderful Attorney General, Tish James. Thank you so much.
Let's go, Tish!
I've known him since he was a little child. I've known him since when his grandfather was a judge. And I remember when his father in the assembly would bring him up to Albany. You see, he was spoon-fed politics. He knows the issues. He knows the neighborhood. It's part of his DNA. And that's why I proudly endorse and support this young man, Jordan Wright. He's the right candidate for the job. An individual with experience, but more importantly, someone with commitment and someone who has worked hard. It's all about sweat equity as far as I am concerned. And I need individuals who can demonstrate that sweat equity and a commitment to this community. Changing demographics, changing generations, changing leadership. And what we need is someone with new ideas. And Jordan represents the next generation. And that's why it's so critically important that we come out and vote. But also, we also have to come out and vote because we must recognize what's at stake. And my friends, everything is at stake. And voting is the core of our democracy. And it's so critically important that all of us recognize what is at stake. We need Jordan in the assembly because this November, we have so many challenges. And I need all of you to recognize that and to remember what our ancestors died for. And to remember why we celebrated Juneteenth. And to remember why we just celebrated the death of 3 civil rights workers 60 years after the fact.
That's right.
We've got to come out and vote, and we've got to make sure that everyone recognizes what is at risk. So, I am here, again,